Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a few neat build hacks that you can use in your builds. Some of these are only available in creative, so keep that in mind. Other than that, let's get straight into it. For our first build hack, we have this drip leaf gate design using two drip leaves, one on each side, and you can make it as tall as 3 blocks and up because these will not let you go underneath them if they are less than 3 blocks. Next, we have this working swing design. This is using a strider with a saddle on top that is invisible, and it really looks like you're on a swing. These leads are using bunnies with leads attached to them and connected to fences. For our next build hack, we have these really neat chairs with these banners, which are supposed to be pillows, and of course you have the slab, the signs, and the door or trap door, but just to add a splash of color, and it really looks comfortable. For our next build hack, we have the double potted plant. This is using a moss block, trapdoors, and an azalea bush and azalea leaves, which makes it twice as tall. Instead of just having a flowering azalea right here, you can put flowering azalea leaves to make it look taller and to make it fit better with your big builds. Next, we have this, which of course you already know by now. You can now place 2 signs on the same block. So instead, we can take a fence gate, open it inwards, and there you go. Now you can make your chairs closer to each other instead of separating them out weirdly. Next, we have this chess table design using candles as little figures and a birch log with spruce trapdoors at the side. And if you have more space, you can make it twice as large, where you can put both colors. Next, we have this palm tree design, where the main thing here is the use of ancient debris. This really looks like a palm tree log, and it even has a little squirrely thing on the bottom. Next, we have this really neat dog bowl, utilizing the new decorated pots in the 1.20 update. And since this part of the block does not count as a actual block, you can place anything on top of it, including a carpet. Here is a neat doorbell design. Because bells are able to be powered by redstone, that means you don't have to place a bell outside of every door. You can just push a button and boom. But the thing with this is, you have to bring it farther away from the door so it doesn't open the door each time you want to ring a bell. Next, we have this high bamboo. This is using a candle and of course a bamboo. And the thing with this is, you have to make it like this. Instead of just putting a pot, bamboo, and placing a candle on top, you can't actually place the candle on top of it. So what you need to do is take a grass block, put a candle on that, break it, place the flower pot, place the bamboo, and boom, you have your double bamboo. For our next build hack, we have this pretty neat fence design. If you're using a fence and you don't want it to actually look like a fence, or you can't jump on it, this hanging sign design will work perfectly. You can only do this in creative, but I'll also show you it here. We have a debug stick, and as you can see, there's no sounds once I walk on these pressure plates. Many people make their tables like this, but the problem with these are, every time you walk close to them, they make this annoying pressure plate sound. So with a debug stick, you can right click it once, and then it sets it to always powered, and it can't be powered again, so that means no noises. Next, we have this pretty cool sandcastle design using a moat with waterlogged stairs and walls as the actual castle. These really look like towers, and these really look like walls. Next up, we have these cattails. where they use brown candles and lime stained glass paints. These are really good for any swamp build you want to make, or just a pond. Next we have the swing design, using some trapdoors and some chains. These really look like swings, but they don't work, unlike the first ones I show you in the video. Next we have this bird bath design, using a waterlogged slab and the fact that water can't go past signs. So it really looks like a bird bath. Instead of making an arrow using a line and V's or other arrows on your keyboard, you can use a item frame and any stair. Rotate it a few times and boom, you have an arrow. Next we have this vending machine design. It doesn't actually work, but it's using the new 1.20 chiseled bookshelves. You can put books in them and they kinda look like drinks or snack bags. You have a sign here with numbers and a loom that looks like a place where you can pick up your drinks. Next we have this cool light with some bamboo signs on the sides, which makes it look like a Japanese light of sorts. Next we have this pool table. We have the signs underneath, and when you put a carpet on them, they stick out a bit, which are perfect for this. Next we have these computers, where these use banners, and since only the bottom or top part of the banners are actually blocks, depending on where you put it, that means you could put stuff on top of it, such as bookshelves. And with a custom banner design, you can make these pretty neat computers. Next we have this build hack that was actually upgraded in the 1.20 update. You can make your floor out of azaleas and then put some flowering azaleas in between to make it look like flowers are on the ground. And with the cherry leaves, you can see petals falling on the ground, which actually makes it look like they got there by the tree. Next we have this tall candle design, which is just an end rod with a candle on top. This makes it taller for any sort of build that you don't want your candles to be too small. Next, for our final build hack, we have this book design, which utilizes an armor trim of the coast type, court, and a leather helmet. This is really good. You can put this on the ground or on a shelf, and I'll be putting this in all of my libraries from now on. That's it for today, guys. Hope you learned some new building techniques. Hope you use them in your builds. Please comment for some feedback. I want to know if I'm doing anything wrong. And tell me if you enjoyed. Subscribe and like if you would like. You can always unsubscribe later. And have a nice day.